What's up guys, it's Gareth from Million Marketing and today I want to go over the benefits of having a script and why every localized, especially business, should have a script. Like, scripts can be used for anything. If, say for instance, if you have a business and people are calling in and asking for your service, it is good to have a script. Or if you're chasing up a lead from a campaign or something, it's good to have a script to revert to. Now, it doesn't have to be localized business. You could have any service. You could have software or whatever. If you're ringing, cold calling or whatnot, you'd ring up, you would have a script. Well, you'd like to think you would as well. So, why do you want a script? The benefits of having a script is you have something to revert back to. You have some notes, if you will. So, if you have something that is pre-wrote, it gives the salesperson or whoever's calling confidence. They don't feel, if they are in fact rejected or someone doesn't avail themselves, it doesn't feel like it's a personal loss on their part, as if they were going off a script and think, oh well, the script didn't work, it wasn't just me. So it gives the salesperson or whoever's phoning up confidence, and it also gives, I suppose, an anchor point for the salesperson or the caller. I'm going to say caller because a lot of these people aren't salespeople. They just could be receptionists or office managers or whatever it may be. But essentially, after you have a script, you will become a salesperson. So if you have this anchor text, you can, when customers, and they tend to do so, ramble off or start kind of diverting the conversation, saying, oh, I can't commit, I don't have the time around, you have something to go back on. You can start asking questions maybe to take control back of the sale. And this is done by asking some questions. So what else? It allows you to gain control of the conversation. It also systemizes the process. So you don't have to guess and think of something for each individual call. You have something to kind of revert back to, and if you think this point went home with customers and worked, you can make a note and you can utilize this on a different or in the next call. So now that we've went over the benefits of a script, we will discuss what should be in the script. So when you have a script, it'll always be customized to whatever service you are running, or even what products you have. So you want to essentially allow the person to envision a life lived without your service. So people are driven by two factors. Usually one is pain and one is pleasure. Unfortunately, pain is a bigger driving force for people and gets them to act quicker. So you want to try to get them to envision a world. So when you get them to envision or imagine a world lived without your product or service, they are internalizing the problem, and then it makes it real for them. It's called transferring the idea. So they are now invested in the particular potential outcome or the consequences of a life lived without your product. So for instance, if you were, say for the teeth example, if you wanted to buy braces, and the person was kind of veering off and saying, I can't really do it, I can't afford it, or I can't commit right now. You can say, look, I understand it is a big amount to invest, but if you look at it this way, it's not just about having straight teeth. When your teeth aren't straight, there is pressure on the gums, and when you have pressure on the gums actually detach in certain areas from the teeth, which gives way to gingivitis, gum bleeding. And the thing is with gum bleeding or gingivitis, gums cannot grow back. So if you don't address the issue now, you will be dealing with the repercussions many years down the line. You do not want your kids having a father that has horrible teeth or that has bad breath, or you don't want to be in pictures where you don't have the perfect smile. And it's not fair on you, it's not fair on your wife, it's not fair on your kids. So you're trying to make a world real that if you do not purchase the service. Now, on the contrary, you want to try to get them to envision a world with the product, of course. And this one is pretty simple, as you can imagine. If, say, for the braces example, you could say, look, Gareth, buying braces is not just about having straight teeth. Having straight teeth allows a person to have core confidence that radiates, that infects anyone around them. They can tell that this person is someone they want to be around. The opposite sex sees this straight away. They can see a smile from the other side of the room. A smile, like a picture, says 1,000 words. So when you have a smile, not alone is it just about attracting the opposite sex, you can progress further in your career. Your family will love to be seen around you. Your pictures will be that much more brighter when you have a perfect, beautiful smile. Your kids will look into your face and not be horrified. So you're essentially transferring the idea of a world with it. So what you want to do, when you can, is specify the benefits over the features. When you say benefits over the features, for instance, this pen. The features is it has a nice grip, it's red, it has a cap to make sure it doesn't stain your clothes, it's long lasting, stuff like that. But instead of doing the features, maybe do the benefits. So like the example before, it's with this pen you can write love letters to a secret admirer. You can cash checks, sign off in checks, sign contracts for big business deals. So yeah, you're trying to do the benefits over features all day long. Now don't get me wrong, you should mention the features, but that goes down on the thing. It's not the primary concern for a potential prospect / customer. So beside this script as well, you should have a list of objections, and the objections you're most likely to hear, because usually, as we said, there's 4 or 5 that you're most commonly saying. So you should have, and it should be tailored to the individual service or product. So for instance, if someone says money, I can't afford it, I just really can't afford it, Gareth. Straight up, I want to, but I can't. So for the example with the braces, they would say, well, look, Gareth, do you plan on, what I'm doing is asking a question, taking control of the conversation. Do you think that you will invest and buy these at some stage in life? Oh, sure, I want. Maybe 5 years time when I'm in a better position financially and I've got my, the kids have kind of grown up a small bit. And you say, well, Gareth, look, if you wait 5 years and if you actually invest now and get these done, you are getting 5 years more out of the benefits of having the straight teeth. And not alone that, your teeth and your family will thank you, because straight teeth now will stop the health consequences that come with not having straight teeth. So yeah, that kind of addresses that outcome or that objection. Secondly, you could do, say, the time. You're saying, well, Gareth, look, I understand you are busy at work, but the consultation will only take an hour. We can actually fit you in during your lunchtime, if that was the issue. And then when you come in for your x-rays and your moles and all this, that can be done in one day or one sitting. Surely you could get 1 day off that is literally going to change your life forever. And when I say change your life, I'm not trying to be dramatic. A smile changes a person, and that's a fact. I've seen 100 people come in here, and 99% of them have reported an immediate change in life in a beneficial manner. The next one would be, maybe you're not the purchase, and you don't make the purchase in your household, and you've kind of got to run it through your spouse. I know, for instance, if I want to buy something, I have to run it through my partner, even if it doesn't concern her, even if it's a pair of underpants for myself, I've got to let her know I'm doing it. And it's about compromise. So she wants to know, she got to know. So if that's the case, you would say, well, look, Gareth, again in this example, this new smile well, it's not just beneficial for you, it's beneficial for your wife. Your wife is going to be more attracted to you. You are going to be a stud once again. She is going to enjoy talking to you because your breath is nice and it doesn't smell horrible anymore. So yeah, you're hitting an objection right there. And maybe another one is, so when people, maybe the final one, when people make decisions, it can be uncomfortable. Anything new is uncomfortable. We are creatures of habits. We like to walk a path that we've already walked before. So if that is the case, people, these people are like this with every decision making, and especially this big one. So it's going to unsettle them. So what you do with this is you try to bring them to ease with the decision. Say that it's not that we can maybe do payments or interval payments, and you don't have to do this big lump sum. Maybe show them some testimonies, video testimonies, or refer to other past clients that they were feeling the way you are feeling now, but when they get it, they said it was the best thing they've ever done. We can actually put you in contact with one of these. So that essentially is the fundamentals of why you should have a script and why every company should have a script. Now, if you need a script, you can get your marketers to write you one, and not a lot of marketing companies do it. You can get a freelancer, but a freelancer is more generic. You would probably have to get a consultant in your specific area, because they'd know the pain points and they'd know how to talk to the terminology and how to talk to the clients, the customers. Or you can work with us. If you were working with us, we will provide scripts for you, because when we deal with clients, we want to make sure that they have profits, not just revenue. So if we are sending them fantastic leads and their salesperson or the person who's calling them is crap, it affects us. So this is why we do the scripts, and we go above and beyond for our clients. So with that being said, thank you for listening, and get your script underway. Bye.